Hey you guys, it's Comment Saturday. Today's video we're looking at changing directions, okay, and stepping properly, and also how it's really important that you push off with the opposite foot. Okay, there's a lot of things to cover here, so let's go over one at a time. Okay, first of all, pushing off with the opposite foot. Now what I mean by that is if I'm stepping forward, okay, a lot of people have a bad habit of kind of stepping and dragging, or maybe they don't even move the rear foot at all. They just kind of leave it there and they step, and then before you know it, you're like this, and the only way to get your balance back is to bring your foot up like that, which is terrible. Okay, so what you really want to do is you want to take your opposite. Let's say I'm stepping forward. I'm going to take this foot. I'm going to push with that foot, and that will propel me forward, just like a rear-wheel drive car. Okay, I'm here. I'm pushing off that way. Okay, now if I'm going backwards, it's going to be the opposite thing. If I'm stepping back that way, I'm going to take this foot and push with this one and push off there. Okay, exact same thing if I'm going to my left or if I'm going to my right. If I'm going to my right, this foot will push me off here. Okay, that's the thing. So this will do a number of things. Number one, it will prevent this kind of crap. Okay, which is you know, obviously you can trip easily, which is the last thing you want to happen in a real situation. Okay, and also it will make sure that it will help make sure that you keep your stance the same. Okay, because remember something, is that when you don't ever want to get in the habit of doing this kind of thing when your feet come together like this, right here. Okay, there are some martial arts where you may do that in training. Okay, like in Xing Yi, for example. Okay, you may step in and you may do that. That's only for training, just to get the timing right and the structure and those kind of correct energies. Okay, but you're not, you know, it's not your game plan to use in a real situation. Okay, so stepping off here. Okay, so that's the first thing, is to learn to step in the different directions by pushing off. Okay, so there's a basic block step. I'm going left, forward, right, and back. And I'm going forward, left, back, and then right. So I keep going in a box here. Okay. That's the first drill. So you understand, you know, the correct way to step. Okay, remember, rear foot or opposite foot pushes you off. Okay. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, now the second one is changing directions. Okay, and it's very important. Now, that last drill I only did on one side, but you need to do it on both sides. Okay. Now, some people will try and tell you, which is I don't know how they can actually believe this, but some people will tell you that you only need to know one side, either you're orthodox or you're southpaw. Okay, well that could work in the ring or whatever, okay? But if you're in a real situation, okay, and let's say you're dealing with someone, well then his buddy's over here, all right? Or, you know, then guess what? I mean, oh, wait. Okay, ready now. No, you will not have the time, okay? So if someone's over here, you better be ready to face them right where you are, okay? You better be ready for that, okay? That's the thing, you know, and remember something, you know, nowadays I don't really think you see that anymore, because people understand that you have to be very flexible in your training and things, your fighting and things, okay? But in the old days, you used to have a lot of boxers who would refuse to fight southpaws. They would just say, no, I'm not going to take it. That's how it used to be, okay? Okay, but I don't think you have that anymore, okay? You know, look at the way Mike Tyson would fight. He would change leads all the time. You know, he would start in orthodox and he changed over, do a little hop step, get the southpaw. He would do it all the time. He would change all the time. Okay, so that's a very effective way of fighting. Okay, in the ring or not. All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is, this is called the four corner stepping. Okay, so you draw a little X here. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to step. Let's show you on an angle. It might be a bit better. Okay. So I'm going to step here. Then I'm going to toe this foot in and step there. Then I'm going to step this foot back, step here, and then this foot toes in, I step there. Okay? And you can continue it, right? Now, a few things happen there. Number one is, of course, yes, I'm facing Now we're going to use the basic north, south, east, west at first, but then we can change and use other directions too at random. We'll get to that in a second, okay? So I'm here. Now I know there's someone over there. I need to change. So this foot comes in, okay? At the same time it comes in, I look before I turn, before I move. I look before. So, oh, then I step. I do not want to do this because I could be walking into a really bad surprise, okay? So I'm here. I turn my foot in, I face, then I step. Now someone's over here, I turn my foot, I step my foot back here, face, now I step. Someone's over here, I turn my foot in, face, now I step, okay? So you always have to make sure that you face the direction you're turning in before you actually move. You don't ever want to move or blindly, okay, without having a clear vision of what you're stepping into there, okay? Because what if I turn and I see, and then suddenly I see a punch coming right. Oh shit! Well, then at least I have a chance to do something. I can get out of the way. I can sidestep. You know, I can do whatever. All right. But if you just go blind, oh, that might not work well for you. Okay. All right. So now, after doing the basic directions, the north, south, east, west, now it's going to be random. Okay. And here's where you have these little micro movements. Okay. Not everything is going to be such a big, large movement. Okay, in a lot of training, you want to train in big movements so you can develop all those muscles and all those attributes, all those energies in a big motion, so you're not missing anything. You're getting every inch of the movement. All right, and training the muscles and doing all those things. Okay, but in a real situation, you will use much smaller movements more likely. Okay, all right. So let's do the same drill again. Okay. However, this time we're going to step randomly. Okay, so I step here. Okay, well now someone is going to be not directly behind me, but maybe over there. Okay, so I will just turn a slight turn and I'm stepping here. Now someone's over here. This foot steps back and here. Okay, now what if someone is on a weird angle? Okay, someone is actually, if I'm facing north, someone's actually at my southeast. It's a very strange angle. Okay, well I could. And here's where you have to figure out what makes more sense. Would it make sense to do this? Step my foot over here? Would that make sense? Or would it make more sense to step my foot here? Maybe. I'm thinking it makes more sense to step my foot here because I can turn the face a bit quicker. You see? Remember, you need to face, then move. Face, then move. Okay, so I'm here. Some guy's over there at my southeast. Oh! There. Okay? And here's where you need to, do some research and experimentation to see what works the best. Okay, now I just stepped here. Okay, now again, someone is right behind me, right behind my back. That would seem to make the most sense, because otherwise I need to, remember, you always want to take the most efficient route, okay? Save time, save movement, save energy, okay? Always the most efficient route. Okay, and this helps train that because you're stepping in different directions. Okay, so here's where you have to use your imagination. Now, of course, you can do it with partners as well. Okay, which we do. All right, but you can do it on your own too if you use your imagination. And here's something that it may be a little hard for people to understand, but the fact is that if you make it real enough in your mind, if you train with the correct mental focus. Not tension. Notice I didn't say, I said focus, not tension, okay? But if you train with the correct mental focus and the correct mental awareness, and you make it real in your mind, and when you have someone in front of you, it's the same thing. It's as if he's not there, okay? I know there was a Bagua master, John Painter, and he was asked one time, so what do you do in a real fight? He goes, oh, I just do my exercises, my drills. Because it's as if there's no one there. He's doing it on his own, there's no one there. And if there is someone there, well, he's doing it as if there's no one there, right? You just go through the person, all right? Or around the person, or whatever, okay? So that's the thing, so make this drill real in your mind, okay? So once again, okay, a little recap here. We had the box step, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back again, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Then we did the basic stepping, the 4 corners. We go north, we go south, we go west, and we go east, okay? And then we have the random one, okay? And random, remember, here's where you want to picture people at different angles, okay? And remember, once again, okay, face, then move, face, then move, face, then move, face, then move, okay? Face first, then move, okay? And that's the, those are the drills for the day, okay? So box step, and then the four corner stepping, and then random four corner stepping, okay? This will really, really help give you an idea of your awareness, of your surroundings and things, okay? And you know, that helps. Let me tell you something, okay? Anytime you go into any kind of a situation, like a self-defense situation, whatever, you need to do a quick scan of the room wherever you are. You know, I mean, it doesn't need to be a self-defense situation, but any place where you are, because it's not like you have a warning that something's going to happen. Okay, so anywhere you are, wherever you go, always make sure that you quickly do a little scan of what's around you. Okay, and one little drill is you can just take a look around, close your eyes for about 5 seconds, open them up, and see what you can remember seeing before you closed your eyes, and look around and check and see. Okay, now I mean, right now, okay, I see there's a couple of guys playing tennis behind me. There's a guy over there walking his dog. There's a lady over there having a picnic with her daughter. You know, I can see all these things right now. Okay, you know, and I can close my eyes. 5 seconds. Okay, well, the lady and her daughter are still having the picnic. The guy with the dog is over a bit further along, not much. These guys are still playing tennis. Okay, so you know, you have to you know, just always make these little checks and notes in your mind of your surroundings, okay? Because at any moment, I mean, hopefully not, but at any moment something bad could happen, okay? And it's not, no one's gonna say, oh, something bad's about to happen, get ready for it. No, you better be ready for it right now. And you better know where the exits are and how to get in the way. I know there's two doors, one door right there, one door right there, okay? So if I need to get out of here for some reason, well, I know exactly where they are. If someone's in my way, blocking the way between me and the door, well, I'll take care of him and then keep on going to the door, okay? But, you know, that's the thing, always awareness, okay? So these drills, particularly the random stepping drill, can really help with that, to develop this attribute, okay? Okay, so that's the video. Any questions, as always, let me know, and see you guys soon.